decide if Batman looks badass here or adorable. Maybe he looks like both. I think that would be total win. And once again, Batman is the coolest thing on screen. I'm sure Wonder Woman and Superman will look nice as well, but so far Batman continues to win, to be massive win. Now I want to point out before we get into this footage, we will actually see the footage from what they showed at the Warner Brothers panel this morning, but photos of each kind of shot have leaked. So we're kind of going to recreate our own version of what happens between Batman and Superman in this little mini version of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Wonder Woman coming soon. So I just want to point out though that on this picture he doesn't have his lips pulled in like he does in that photo that we saw earlier at Comic-Con. That's kind of like a profile 3/4 shot that was at the booth. And I said, that makes him look tougher, meaner. Here, he's not pulling his lips in, and as a result, I think that contributes to this version of Batfleck looking so cute. All right, so let's start out with what we've got here. So we have this photo, and it's revealed that next to the bat signal is Batman. And as you can see, this armor is almost an exact duplicate of Frank Miller's armor that he created in The Dark Knight Returns. Now, I've seen a lot of people online be like, he's not remaking The Dark Knight Returns. Zack Snyder said that would be impossible with Henry Cavill as his Superman. And I'm telling you, no one is saying they're remaking The Dark Knight Returns. They are borrowing from it. Stylistically, for sure, but also, I'm sure, thematically. Kind of what Frank Miller outlined as the struggle between Batman and Superman. So anyway, here he is, kind of, waiting for his dance partner to show up. And his blue eyes, I love the light-up eyes. I think they're very cool. But because the costume makes him look wider, he just looks very anime, very chibi, very adorable. So he's waiting there, so Batman's like, what's taking so long? So then we have our other shot in the next one here. Oh, look in the sky, right in the middle of the bat signal is Superman, being like, yeah, here I am. And I think that looks really good. I think that they really did a pretty good job with the flying in Man of Steel. That was one of the best things I liked about it. So next shot, Batman's like, what up? So he's just standing there next to his bat signal. As we can see, that's the Frank Miller bat symbol. And I have to say, I would think that in the sky, those little bits that just make it seem like a bat, the little tips of the wings, would be indiscernible when you blow something up that big. And I think it would just look like a giant square in the sky. That would be the bat symbol. But Batman, once again, with his little light-up eyes, looks so cute. But I think he has to have light-up eyes also for these shadowy shots, because otherwise, he'd look like a blob standing next to a blob. It would be Blob Man. So he's like, yeah, what's up? I'm here. Okay? And then Superman retaliates with, I have light-up eyes. And I think this is a very easy shoot for them to do, obviously, because it's just Henry Cavill in front of a green screen and they just make everything black. This is obviously going to be a very dark movie. It seems that they're going to fight at night. And then I like to imagine this shot comes last when Batman's like, oh yeah, it's on. Because he just looks so great to me. I'm such a big Batman fan. I've always been a Batman fan. I love him in the comics. I've always liked the movie adaptations, with the exception, of course, of Val Kilmer and George Clooney. Sorry guys, but your Batmans were horrible. But this one looks very interesting. It's so unique to me, so different than anything we've seen come before. And I think it's because he has to be so clearly defined opposite Superman. So what do you think? Do you find Batman badass, adorable, or both? And just what do you think of the decisions being made here? And from these stills, what do you think of this preview of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice? I'm just glad it's not so heavily CGI that it looks like we're watching a video game cinematic. However, I'm told those are very well made these days. I don't play video games. There's only so much time that I have. I have comics, TV, and movies, and so I can't play video games, but this looks, these actors shot these scenes. But I think Ben Affleck should have pulled his lips in. That's my only note. That's my only note, guys. Otherwise, love it. Love it so much. Okay, write your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for more Comic-Con coverage.